Hello everybody and welcome to today's video. Please hit that like button and subscribe. Today we are going to be showing you how easy and fun it is to do paint inlays. All of our products are linked down below, so enjoy the video.
Look at this beauty. She's pretty scuffed up, had some dents in her, part of her mold was gone. Here's her sister. I am not separating them. They want to be together. I know the haters out there saying don't paint wood, you'll rent it, blah, 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 blah. Sorry, I sell paint and I love it painted. I do love wood as well. So I literally just use Dawn dishwashing liquid, give it a good scuff sometimes with one of those green scrubby things, and then rinse it off, and you can just go to town with this weathered wood and the DIY clay paint. It acts as a primer, so you do not have to put a primer on first. Have I ever? Yes, we have Salvation Solution in clear and white, and sometimes I do that to stop the tandem bleed to come through. Really vintagey color, so this is cherry picked over the weathered wood, and then we did the Bohemian blue, and we did kind of a blend job on this one drawer. It is so fun doing blending, and this paint does an amazing job on it. Key to paint blending: let your base coat dry completely. Then you use a different brush for each color, and you keep one brush not dipped in color, and you keep a rag and wipe that brush off in between steps, and you just go left, right, horizontal, and blend it. Here you do put these paint inlays into wet paint, and you spray the back a little bit just to open up the pores a little bit. Put it into the wet paint, and then you can use your hand like this, but we also use a sponge damp or a damp wash rag. After you've done that, let it completely dry, an hour, a week, a month, however long. Then you take and you mist your paper and let it sit for about 30 seconds, and then look at the beauty. Pull it off, and it is so satisfying. You can use these paint inlays up to 3 times. Of course, it gets more fadey each time. The Iron Orchid and the DIY paint and all the other products are listed in the description box, and I mail out really quick. See that little edge I'm trimming off? Do this before you use the paint inlays because you can butt the pieces up to each other better. If you forget, you can kind of lift the edge up and make them still match, but it's much easier if you trim those off before. This is Petticoat Pink over this weathered wood, and we just used a lot of colors on this because I just wanted it to be fun. I wanted it to be different on every one, but still coordinated. The weathered wood color really grounds the rest of the colors to make it not look so cartoonish or, you know, just, I don't know, it just makes it work really good. So this is actual artist grade paint on these paint inlays. And so as you see, she puts it down and then readjusts it. You have a little bit of time to do that before it activates the paint. So it is okay if you do it really quick, but you wouldn't want to let that water set on there and then redo it later, or it could smudge it, which if you're going for that look, go for it. But right here, we're just going to match this up. You do need to kind of match these pieces up and have it mapped out before and kind of lay them correctly so that you can have an easier time. I have used scraps and just kind of Mod Podged because I was going to distress it later to use my scraps without having a matched piece, because you do lose a little bit of image if you match it perfectly. Not that it can't be used somewhere else, but right here, oh my gosh, this color of green on this paint inlay is so pretty. Oh, here's another one I did with the paint inlay over wood tone, and it works so good with some of our molds too. So I carry all these products, and they are so high quality and well thought out, and all the molds and the transfers and the paint inlays and the stamps, they all work together so good. So whatever you buy will probably coordinate with something else of the line. Look how fun that is. Ah! And then a little bit of that weathered wood is showing when you pull it off. It is so good. Sometimes I don't cut the pieces like you seen her do in the first part of this video because, see, then it's ready to go. So now some of that green boho blue, actually, Actually, will transfer on to the next time you use it. I love that, but you got to kind of, think about that stuff if you want it to be real persnickety. We did it right over that mold and it works great. Green on that cherry picked. Oh, it is, you can't really tell real good, but it's just a very, very soft vintagey green. Oh, so satisfying. See how much image is still left on it after the first use? Oh, look at this. This is just the best ever to do. Oh my goodness. This was a great idea these Iron Orchid sisters invented. If you find you didn't get your seams close enough together, you can take a wet artist brush and reactivate that paint and just kind of blur it together, or either just give it a light scuffing. These are kind of distressed looking anyways. So DIY paint and the paint inlays both need a top coat. So you can either use a water-based big top coat that I sell, or our DIY wax, or any kind of water-based top coat to seal it, and it is ready to go. After I clear waxed it, I did go back in the corners and use some black wax just to shadow wax it. I always line my drawers with a pattern just to give it some little oomph. You'll want to watch the video on this piece linked on how to do this really quick, really easy.